All right, everybody, Jesse's here. We put on a hat because we had terrible bedhead. We've been at this project, and I swear, man, vibe coding is interesting. It's fun. The hard part of the project was getting the data. Now that we have the data, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, well, we clean the data up a little bit, and then all we have to do is display it. You put it on a website. And the problem is I keep having to go back to refactor the data part. And I spent so much time on these scripts that parse it, that pull it together, that map it to the JSON file, that call down everything we don't need so to keep it as small as possible, because I do not want to blast a Cloudflare bill out of nowhere. I don't even know if I'm going to put other images on here. I mean, maybe. And now we're not even loading. I mean, what's going on? Actually, wait, no, I know why we're not loading. I need to... Whoops! Okay. Yeah, I'm pleased with the project result, I guess, but we need to finish the UI. Obviously, this looks different than the version from yesterday because I added the image, and I also cleaned up some of the data, and also the way that the data is getting pulled is very, very different than the way it did before. I'm trying to limit two things. I'm trying to limit just the total size of the project. This whole point is I want it to be so minimal that I don't feel any pressure to run advertisements. And then number two is I want to reduce any load on Cloudflare. And I don't want to have to constantly pull big files. And I'm not building a database, at least not anytime soon and perhaps ever, because there are not even enough fields, and there's not even enough. I mean, the most, I think we'll probably stay in the 10,000 to 20,000 record range for the for what we're going to import. I don't know if I'm just, I don't know how long I'm going to preserve the data, and I don't know how much I'm going to do on the history side of things. For now, I'm just going to display the most recent version of the hero ranking JSON, and eventually long term, I mean, here's the thing, I will go to PoE Ninja because people are going to try to figure this out. I've had people ask me, how did you get the data? And it was such a pain in the butt, but the worst part about it is, so if you look at any given profile in PoE Ninja, there are so many bits of information that our JSON file does not provide. It's so detailed, and the reason that this panel is much more robust and complicated and has all these, and it has all this mapping. I mean, can you imagine? None of that exists in the logs. And so even though I put all this effort into getting the mapping data, we will never have something even remotely close to this. We can't even get 10% towards this because the log file doesn't show enough data. This is all the data the log file shows, guys. This is it. It shows skills that have 4 or above supports. So it doesn't show passive skills because they don't have 4 or above supports. And it shows the boards. And it shows it shows what pact spirits you're using. That's it. And it also shows, I think it shows what cosmetic choice you're making. We're not including that right now. Maybe we will later. I don't want to upload a whole lot of images onto this because I'm trying to literally keep this as minimal as possible. If they add an API and they add all these robust tools to allow people to host sites like this and have much more detailed data on the hero rankings, then I probably would rebuild this. But right now, the process from getting it from literally the Unreal Engine encrypted game log files, or match those up with the game log files. That process took forever to figure out, and a ton of trial and error. And even then, I don't know if it's sustainable. I mean, I just don't know, all of these scripts can break. But I think for this season in particular, this season going forward, we will be able to provide information. This isn't going to get deployed yet. I need to go outside and take a walk. This is just, I have more respect for the engineers that I work with now, honestly, because I don't really do this as a career necessarily. I've done a little bit, but not to this extent. And I mean, obviously, you can already see the little GPT logo here. This is like heavily AI, built. A lot of influence from AI in a lot of different categories. I'm not going to go through the whole detail and the whole file structure. But yeah, hopefully this will be informative. I expect the final version with the UI updates. This isn't the UI update. This is just, I wanted to make this video while I'm thinking about it. When the UI, new release UI is published and deployed, I will probably make a Reddit post and I'll put something in the Discord. But all right, that's it. Bye.